So one of the things that I keep saying in my videos is that we command universal energies via our free will decisions. We are all just a bunch of witches and warlocks casting energy at people and attracting energies to ourselves because our soul is made up of energy. So nobody is immune to the law of attraction. No one is immune to universal energies, which is why I thought this video was really important to make. And this point was strong enough to have its own video. One of the things that the other side is obsessed with is the concept of self-love. Decisions based in self-love are always supported by universal energies. So when you make decisions based in self-love, you're going to feel this lighthearted energy, almost like the universe giving you a pat on the back, like, good job, treat yourself well, because that tells the universe that you are worthy of love and that your high opinion of yourself attracts other people's love to you and attracts other people having high opinions of you as well. So people are attracted to those who love themselves. So the message that you're broadcasting to the universe is, I love myself, and so should you. So when you break up with that romantic partner that's mistreating you, do you feel personal empowerment? Do you feel this lighthearted energy around you? Yeah, that's the universe responding to the decision you just made. And you also feel like $1,000,000 and you feel like you're 10 feet tall and like very empowered. And the universe is also really big on personal power. So you're going to feel the reward and you're going to know you made the right decision. You're going to be like, wow, that was the right decision. Now the problem is the dark sees this and they're like, oh crap, we don't want her to break up with him. We want to keep her vibration low so we can continue to influence her. And, attack her or whatever with like fear, doubt, like afraid of being alone. Maybe you've been with this romantic partner for so long that you're afraid of being alone. I don't want to be alone. I want to stay with you. Okay, so you don't treat me that well, but that's okay. I don't want to be alone. That's worse. And so the light's going to show up and say, what's wrong with being single? Number one, there's nothing wrong with being single. It's an opportunity to give yourself even more love because all of your focus is on yourself now. Foster yourself, pamper yourself, allow yourself to flourish in a nice warm environment that you create for yourself. Sorry, that's just a little sidebar. They have no problem with people being single. We tend to have a problem with being single, but they see it as an opportunity for personal growth and development. Spend your weekend attending, seminars then. Make yourself better, smarter, stronger, whatever. That was just a little sidebar. But after you break up with this person, the dark's going to see that and be like, no, you need him. And so that's why after you make that empowering decision to break up with somebody, you usually crash. That's the dark going after you. Because they see you happy and they're like, no, you want him back. You want, him or her back. They weren't so bad. Come on. You don't know what you're doing. You know you miss them. You know you're hurting. You know you're lonely. Just pick up the phone and call them. Just talk to them for 5 minutes. It's that demon on your shoulder trying to get you back together with a partner that lowers your vibration. Don't listen to them. Self-love. Be true to yourself. What's your truth? What are you really thinking about the relationship? What's your truth? Follow that. Be true to yourself. Now, I tend to take advantage of this concept just a little too much with them, because I know that decisions based in self-love are always supported by universal energies. So I'll argue with them and I'll be, just go out and buy myself like a ton of flowers. Because I know that's like, it's going to make my place beautiful, like little small bouquets throughout my place. I know that's going to make my place beautiful. I know that's an act of self-love and I enjoy it. I love it. It's become, a habit for me. But sometimes, I'll sit there and be like, oh, watching a movie is self-love. And then they're just like, okay, how about some work? Doing laundry is also self-love, Christine, because then afterwards you have nice, clean clothes. I'm like, ah. So it's like, I try to use the whole self-love thing against them sometimes, and then they like turn around on me like that. So yeah, I hate to say it, but this is kind of a good way to make the law of attraction work for you. Self-love, self-love, self-love. You are. Like, when you pamper yourself and when you make decisions being true to yourself, you're attracting positive energy to yourself. So make it work for you. If you know this, make it work for you. I do. Then I sometimes get in trouble. Now, another thing that I just wanted to say that kind of goes under this is self-protection. Because another thing that they just keep bringing up in all of my videos is, what are you allowing to happen to your soul? And I can't stress that enough either. Self-protection. Having firm boundaries and preventing people from doing things to you. Preventing people from saying things to you. That, what are you allowing to happen to your soul? You're also held responsible and accountable for that as well. So, self-protection, acts of self-protection. Keeping yourself away from that person that's constantly hurting your feelings. Takes two to tango, so you're responsible for that as well. Okay, so self-protection falls into that as well, just so you know. Now, again, I've said in past videos that personal power is huge for them also. That's why my tagline is, we are all superheroes. They are obsessed with personal power. And another thing is, this goes along the lines of being true to yourself, what I said earlier when I gave that relationship scenario. Well, suppose you're at a restaurant and your steak isn't cooked the way you asked for it. And you don't really, want to make a stink. You don't really want to be high maintenance. It's fine. I'm just going to eat it. It's fine. Is that your truth? What's your truth? Is your truth that you are really happy with your steak? Or is your truth that you are really not happy with your steak? What is the honest, authentic answer to that question? You're not happy with your steak. Are you worth making a stink over? Maybe it's a really expensive steakhouse. You were really looking forward to, this fancy dinner all day. Maybe it's your anniversary, and you and your spouse are out to this fancy restaurant. And you're like, my steak's not really cooked the way I wanted it. Do you say something? Potentially annoy the chef. The server gets back there, puts it at table 5. Snotty, high maintenance. Oh, there are nice ways of asking for what you need, just so you know. You don't have to give the server attitude. So maybe in a nice way, to say, I asked for, medium rare. It came out well done. Are you worth it? So the other side encourages you to align yourself with truths, no matter how big or small. See how that works? You're worth making a stink over, but again, it's in the delivery. It doesn't have to be rude or anything. Just, it's not like you're wrong, because the server wants to make you happy too. So be honest. Be honest with what you're thinking and feeling. Now, another way that we command universal energies is with our beliefs. What do you believe about yourself? What do you see when you look in the mirror? Do you feel like you're not smart enough to be a vet? Who says that? Maybe you are. You just don't realize it. Is your belief that money needs to be earned? Says who? Maybe you get gifted money. Now, here's where this could energetically work against you. If you think something like money needs to be earned, that is part of your belief system, this could be considered a limiting belief / energetic block to receiving money as a gift. Because you're like, oh yeah, in my dreams. That's a pipe dream. You're right. You could be energetically blocking that from coming to you. You could be energetically blocking, going to veterinary school by feeling like you're not worthy, you're not good enough. It's like you cast that energy away from you. You cast those people and opportunities away from you by even believing that, by even thinking that. Now, another thing is that they're really okay, so also your religion, are you aligned with truth? That was another thing they wanted me to bring up, is just with your beliefs with religion. Are you aligned with truth? Religious beliefs, belief system about everything in your life. What do you believe about, your marriage or whatever? That's the energy that you're broadcasting. So just, make sure you're aligned with truth. and authenticity. And another thing is that the other side is really big on faith. So, faith is a choice. And suppose I have faith that the sky is blue. Does having faith, like, does it make sense that I have faith that the sky is blue? No, because there's not really people debating that. I mean, I guess you could have somebody run up to me and say, "No, dummy, it's overcast," and then run away. But there's no faith required in telling everyone the sky is blue. They're going to look at it and be like, whatever. And you're not going to get a whole lot of mud thrown on your windshield. But the other side requires faith. Do you believe in a higher power? Do you believe in a creator? Do you believe in the divine source of love? That requires faith. So that is why your belief system is important, and faith is important. And that's why the divine requires us to have faith to even believe in his existence, because faith is a choice. Your free will decision to have faith in the fact that God exists, even when times are tough, when you feel like nothing's going your way, you are still choosing to believe in God. You are still choosing to have faith that God is going to help you, and he will. And that requires faith. So your faith in the existence of a creator is also attracting positive energy to you as well, because that gets integrated into your belief system, right? But I kind of wanted to separate these two out. It's important. Now, another thing that I just wanted to add to you is that faith is inside of you. That's why it's a choice. That's why not all of, but that's why a lot of people come out of prison as total Bible thumpers who found God. They had a lot of time to turn inward, journal, get in touch with their thoughts, feelings, really think about things, and draw their own conclusions, make their own decisions, set up their own belief systems. Turning inward. The answers are inside of you, and they turned inward, and they had plenty of time to do it. So that's why faith is also a choice. So you're getting in touch with your higher self, and the answers are inside of you, and the other side knows that. All right, and another thing that I brought up earlier is just truth. Of course, they're also obsessed with the truth. The truth is the light. Are you aligned with truth in the decisions that you're making? Like I said, you can have negative emotion. You could be all pissed off about something, but you could be pissed off about air pollution, your lungs. Maybe you care about people's lungs. Maybe you care about your own lungs. It's okay to be pissed off as long as you're aligned with truth and positive intent. What's your intent in being mad? Did you, is somebody holding you back from helping the masses? Of course you're going to be mad at them. You have a mission to accomplish. You want to help the masses, and they're preventing you from doing that, or they're making your life difficult. Of course you're going to be mad. But you're aligned with truth and pure intent in your heart. Still aligned with the light, even though you're experiencing negative emotion. That's what, protesters, I think, I said in a previous video, protesting, that is negative energy right there. It's not negative energy. They're pursuing truth. They're aligned with the light. They're fighting for what's right. Good for them. I was totally wrong in saying that. Protesting is not negative energy. So that's the thing. Smallest things, big or small. What's your truth? Are you too tired to go to a party? Or did you have insomnia the night before and you're just exhausted by the time the party comes around the next night? You're just like, dude, I can't go, man. I'm ready to pass out. I'm so tired. Oh, but they're going to be really disappointed that I didn't go. They're going to think I'm a jerk. They're going to think that I flaked out and did something else when really I'm truly not feeling well. Maybe they won't believe me. Self-love. Decision based in self-love. What's your truth? What's your truth? The truth is you really are too tired to go to this party. Catch them next time. Make it up to them. Say, I'm really sorry. Do something else with them. Arrange to see them soon. Show them you care and that you love them. but you really need to hug your pillow at this point. So the point that I wanted to make is that universal energies are really a heat-seeking missile when it comes to truth. As long as you're aligned with truth, that's what the light looks for. It's literally like truth, target, and that's how you attract love and light energy to yourself. And so your thoughts are energy, your emotions are energy, and you are attracting, positive things to yourself if you keep your thoughts and emotions positive and you're aligned with truth and light. But it's more than that. It's also your free will decisions. It's also the free will decisions that you make that help command universal energies. So make sure you're being true to yourself in these decisions. It's really important. It's really important because these universal energies, the good ones, just heat-seeking missile, right for truth. And your truths can be so teeny, like I said, so teeny. So make sure you're centered within yourself and knowing what you're thinking and feeling so that you can be authentic in your response to things. And last but not least, this is what I want you guys to do because this is part of intuition, right, guys? Being sensitive to universal energies is part of intuition. It's part of clairsentience, which means clear feeling, okay? So you feel things in your gut, right? You can sense energy like, the energy of a funeral feels different than the energy of a party. We call it vibe. I don't know about that group of people over there. They give off a really weird vibe to me. Vibe, energy, whatever. We call it different things. But we're sensitive to the energy around us. We're sensitive to the emotions of people around us. What energy are they giving off? Right? That's our intuition. That's our clairsentience, picking up, on how the energy feels. So I want you guys to pay really, really close attention to how you feel after you make these decisions based in self-love. Do you feel lighter? Do you feel empowered? Do you feel like you made the right decision? I want you to test it. I want you to play around with it. Make a decision. By the way, they know when you've made the decision because they're all knowing and they can see your thoughts and your feelings. So if you're just sitting in your room and you make a decision to go on a diet and start exercising and eating healthy, they're gonna be cool. So it's not like it needs to be this big broadcast on Facebook. I made a decision to. It can be just you alone in your bedroom. So you will all of a sudden feel like universal energies rise up to support you in that goal because you're aligned with truth. Your body's a temple, aligned with health, brownie points from them, right? So test it. Make a decision that's not based in self-love and feel the energy around you. Make a decision based in self-love. Feel the energy around you. Feel the difference and play around with it. Because I want you to see. I want you to feel that so that because suppose you're concerned, did I make a right decision? How do you feel? How do you feel after you made it? Did you feel okay? Did the energy lighten? Did the energy feel really heavy? Did your gut get kind of tight? That's a sign that you made the wrong decision. So this is almost kind of a post-decision kind of check-in to where, you use your intuition, figure out whether to go left or right. You go right, and then you check in with the energy again. You're like, does that feel okay? Was that correct? Is that cool? Now, I gotta be honest with you, negative entities suck. They're very strategic and they're constantly trying to push us off path. Even after you make the decision based in love and light, sometimes they'll try to sabotage you. So that's the part that sucks. They'll try to make you think that you made the wrong decision. Try to ignore that part and go by how the energy feels. Pay close attention to how your energy feels and your clairsentience and your gut. And this is also meant to help you guys become more self-aware and just more conscious that the universe is either giving you a high five or slapping you across the face. But be true to yourself and the universe will respond to your decisions in a wonderful and amazing way. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.